Hello everybody, I'm Arlo White and welcome to your recap here on SoundersFC.com on an historic night for soccer in the city of Seattle. What a fantastic first game at the renamed CenturyLink Field. The Sounders scored 4 goals at home in Major League Soccer for the first time in their history. A 4-2 victory over the New York Red Bulls, and they sit second on goal difference in the Western Conference. Terrific night, a record crowd for the Sounders in Major League Soccer of 46,065. Where do the superlatives end? Let's get to the lineups then. 3 changes for the Seattle Sounders. Zach Scott came in at centre-back for the suspended John Kennedy Hurtado. Alvaro Fernandez started for the first time after missing 3 games with a hamstring injury. Eric Freeberg in central midfield. He replaced the injured Brad Evans. What about the New York Red Bulls? No Thierry Henry, of course, suspended after the red card in Portland at the weekend. Marquez, Ream, Agudelo at the Gold Cup. Luke Rogers with a foot injury. A severely depleted side, but plenty of talent there nonetheless. Let's get to the highlights then. 10th minute, Mauro Rosales with the corner kick. It's only half cleared. Freeberg picks it up on the edge of the area. Lovely turn. Look at that for a delicate curling effort. Past Greg Sutton into the corner of the net. The first goal at CenturyLink Field, and the first goal for the Seattle Sounders for Sweden's Eric Freeberg. Look at all those people in the top deck. What a wonderful view. So 1-0. We talked in the scouting report about New York being fallible in the air at the back. It's a header clear. It's not a convincing one. Straight to Freeberg. Plenty of work to do here for Freeberg, though, and look at that for a curling effort. What is it about right foot curlers at the moment after Montero against Toronto FC? Sutton agonisingly watches that go into the back of the net. This will be a fantastic view. Look at this. Freeberg gets back on his right foot. Look at the bend on the ball as it goes inside the far post. So a great start for the Sounders. New York had had their moments in the opening 10 minutes, but they were rocked by that. And it wasn't long after that, in the 12th minute, that the Sounders doubled their advantage. Another corner, another poor header clear, this time by Keel. Left-footed effort on the volley by Ozzy Alonso. It took a deflection and went past Greg Sutton. Sutton claiming he was fouled. I thought there was a foul on Alvaro Fernandez in there as well. But Ozzy Alonso with his second goal of the season. Rosales sends over a deeper corner this time. It's Keel, just doesn't deal with it. It's a poor header into the air. Alonso, sweet strike with his left foot. 2 goals this season, both with his left foot, both at the north end of the stadium. Dream stuff this for the record crowd at CenturyLink Field. 12 minutes in and the Sounders already lead by 2-0. Alonso later got a yellow card, his 5th of the season, so he misses the New England Revolution game on Sunday. But back come New York, here we go, half an hour in. Dane Richards back from the Gold Cup, and look at that. For a goal at the Brougham end, almost Hasley-esque, not quite. Dane Richards with a decent strike. Keller got his hand to it, but into the back of the net it went, and that halves the Sounders' lead. Dane Richards from Jamaica played 90 minutes against the US in the quarter-final of the Gold Cup in Washington last Sunday. Right-footed effort, an outstretched hand from Casey Keller, couldn't quite get it over the top of the crossbar. And New York right back in the game at 2-1 before half-time. Into the second half then, the New York Red Bulls settling quickly. Limper on the ball. And this is a super ball by Dwayne De Rosario. Right-footed to Jan Gunnar Solli, speeding away the Norwegian on the right-hand side. Gonzalez out to meet him. That's a lovely nutmeg, but this is a horrible moment for Zach Scott. It's an own goal. 2-2, and for the second time in 5 days, the Red Bulls come back from a 2-goal deficit in the Pacific Northwest. They did it against Portland on Sunday to get back to 3-3, and back they come here to 2-2. So unlucky for Zach Scott. And we'll see the replay here. Lovely vision by De Rosario. Away goes Solly. Gonzalez over to meet him, slips it through the legs. Zach Scott on the side of the 6-yard box, and it just spoons up it just cannons up off his left shin beyond Casey Keller, and all of a sudden, it's 2-2 and all to play for at CenturyLink Field. The Sounders took a while to get back into the game, but look at this for a move. Super play by Alonso. That's heading for the top corner, and Sutton with a fantastic save. Ozzy Alonso, I think, thought that he'd scored that time. But the ensuing corner kick, CenturyLink Field a little nervous, and the roof almost comes off. Look at this corner. Near post, Roger Levesque with the glancing header. Past Sutton into the net, his first competitive goal on home soil for the Sounders FC. Terrific corner kick taken by Leo Gonzalez to the near post. Fans in the Brougham end going crazy. They love Roger Levesque in there. Worse was to come for Greg Sutton. Super corner kick to the near post. Still work to do for Levesque. Mendes was on him, terrific glancing header into the back of the net. We've waited a long time to see Roger score at home. He managed the goal against Boca Juniors in a friendly last season, and there he is, his first competitive goal on home turf, and he chooses the first night of CenturyLink Field to do it. 3-2 to the Sounders. Worse was to follow for the New York Red Bulls. Back pass from Solly. What is Greg Sutton trying here? Miscontrols. Roger Levesque is all over him. He won't score an easier goal at that, but he created it himself by chasing back for the back pass. Wonderful celebration by Levesque, his second goal of the game. There we go, relatively harmless it looks. Solly back to the goalkeeper. He tries to control with his right foot. He miscontrols, then he tries to kick it through Roger Levesque. Oh, it's just a nightmare for Sutton. And Roger Levesque rolls it into the empty net. Fabulous night for Roger Levesque. No one deserves it more than him. A former USL Sounder and a double, a brace in Major League Soccer for the very first time in his career. Let's just check out this for a celebration. Scuba diving time at the Brougham End. And the Sounders have scored 4 at home for the first time in Major League Soccer in their history. A fabulous night, terrible for Greg Sutton. So 6 goals, 4 of them to the Seattle Sounders, and a wonderful night to christen CenturyLink Field. 4-2 victory for the Seattle Sounders. Up next then, it's a quick turnaround. Sunday afternoon, a 1 o'clock kickoff at CenturyLink Field against the New England Revolution from the Eastern Conference. Pre-game show, 12:30 on Kong 616. I'll have the call as well on 97.3 Cairo FM. That was your recap on SoundersFC.com. An historic night tonight and a fabulous night to be a Sounders FC fan. A 4-2 victory over the New York Red Bulls. I'm Arlo White for SoundersFC.com, and I'll see you next time.